Hello, welcome back. This weekend we're going to be cleaning out our very messy greenhouse. I ordered seeds today, so I'm super excited about that. I got a lot of ones that I really like to grow already, but I got some things that I thought might be fun and interesting to try some new things for this year. We are redoing the entire garden area this year. Maybe not the entire garden area. It's a large space and I don't want to go bankrupt doing it. But when we moved here, had a really great space. It's all set up. It's just not set up how I would want it set up, and that's totally fine. There's a lot of in-ground 4x8 beds that the previous owners mainly grew flowers out of. I'm going to be doing some flowers, but a majority of it is going to be vegetables, fruits, melons, tomatoes, peppers, the things that we like to eat. Because I really want to get better about learning how to can things, getting less stuff from the grocery store. Still support local farmers markets and other growers that are local to the area, but I really want to focus on seeing how much I can grow myself. Last year, we had a really good garden going, but we went on vacation for a week, and when we came back, the deer had annihilated everything. So, lesson learned for sure. This year we will be doing a little bit more about building fences up, deterring hopefully as much as we can. I know we can't prevent it 100%. We have deer, other types of wildlife. We have tons of turkeys that come through here. I'll put somewhere in this video to show you the amount of turkeys that just go through our property here. And then one of our neighbors has peacocks, and usually they are kept inside, but at a certain time, and I don't know if peacocks escape or what happens, but they end up migrating through our area as well, and they're always in the garden area. So I want to try to find ways that I can keep animals out without hurting them, but mainly keep them off of my parts of my property that I really don't want them in. So that's going to be some of the focuses that we do this year in our garden area. Right now, you can see I'm in the greenhouse. It was on the property when we moved in, so it's super awesome to have this all ready to go. It is in quite disarray right now because last year I kind of, towards the end of the year, it started getting really wet and cold, and I just shoved everything in here. This year I'm going to be better about not just shoving things in here, putting things away. We just got through our very first year here at the new property, so we're getting a better rhythm. I think today you're going to see a lot of cleanup. Later on in this video, I will walk you out to the garden property, kind of give you an idea of things that I'm going to be doing. And if you have any recommendations, there's one area on my in my garden area. There was a lot of prickly rose bushes that were coming over into the pathway, so I'm taking all those out. I know some people are really big about roses. They're honestly just not my favorite thing. Especially a thorny bush by a walkway just doesn't make sense to me, but hey, to each their own. But I do have a space over here in front of the greenhouse that is just kind of open. So if anybody has any suggestions on what I should put there, let me know. But yeah, so today's going to be about kind of cleaning up the greenhouse, getting it ready for seed starting. I'll be starting seeds indoors and then moving them out here before I put them in the garden so they can harden off in this space. So yeah, I probably won't have you watch the entire thing about cleaning the garden area and everything, but I'm excited. I'm excited to get in there. It's warmer. It's supposed to be, in the high 40s, low 50s. So it's nice enough to get out here and actually do stuff. So I'm super excited about that. So like I said, if you have suggestions about, some things that, you do in your gardens or greenhouses or areas that might be beneficial here, just let me know. And then, with that, I guess I'll just start cleaning. Oh, and I'll show you the rest of this messy space before I start cleaning, and then I'll show you what it looks like after I get it all cleaned up. Awesome. And then we'll go into the full garden tour as well. All right, here is that really big area that I was talking about that's right in front of the greenhouse. So these are, you can see the rose bushes that I started to cut out that I'll take out, but there's a pathway right here, and they were just all encroaching. You're getting caught on the, vines. I think they're trying to find the sun, but if you look up here, it's all covered in trees. So for them to reach the sun, they just kind of all push out in front of the area and then get in the walkway. This is a really pretty wisteria that grows up here. So it's really pretty when that all blooms in the springtime. So I'm excited to see the color there. But yeah, in this area here, it's kind of a big area. Just trying to figure out, what to do with this space. And something pretty for the girls to look at too. So they share a view here. So there's the girl over there. We're going to clean that up this year too. So, but this space here, it's just kind of unused and open. There were some random things planted in there. These trees up above it really block off the sun. So I might maybe just put like a seating area in over here. I haven't really decided on that yet. But yeah, I'm going to go into another part of the garden and then video from that way over to our house. So that way I can respect my neighbor's privacy on the other side. There's one side of the garden. This is some of the old garden beds that were up, and they're great. Like I said, they use a lot for flowers, some fruits and vegetables, but with it being so low to the ground, I want to do some more raised beds so that as I get older, I don't have to drop down as much. This whole middle open area, some of the stuff that we took out from the old garden is kind of just sitting in the middle. We'll reuse, what we can as much as we can, because we don't want to fill landfills, and, as much waste that we can cut down as possible would be great. Over there's my art studio that you guys see me in a lot of the time. And then we have the other side, which there's a couple more, beds that they have over here that we'll be taking out, and it will all be replaced with raised beds. So that's kind of a lot of this area that we have here. Please excuse my phone skills as I'm trying to figure out how to use some of these tools as well. So I appreciate you sticking around and kind of seeing this space. But yeah, like I said, if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments and let me know with your experience or your ideas. This is going to be a very creative journey, but I'm excited to fill this up with fruits and veggies and lots of flowers, lots of spaces to, hang out with my friends, maybe throw some springtime Bridgerton tea parties. So that will be really exciting. But with that, I am going to get back into the greenhouse and start cleaning that out some more. And I will show you guys what my progress looks like. So lots of seeds in that. Nice. thing I didn't order any herbs. I was thinking about just doing those from plants already and not from seed as much. There's some things in seed form I'm not going to start from seed, but we'll see. I'm sure some people are out there like screaming at me right now because like my friend got me this plant and I killed it because I forgot about it. Crap. Sorry, Issa. I did not store things the way that you're supposed to. So I have a lot of things that I'm gonna have to toss and throw away, unfortunately. But I think I've learned my lesson, and this year it's gonna be a lot better. So I know some of you, like people with a lot more experience than me, are probably screaming at me through the computer screen if you're watching, like, you wasted all of that. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. So sorry. There's so much stuff in here, I didn't even realize all the things. I have a hose in here. Hooked up to an outside water system that has like a frost-free bib, so this thing like this, they have a lot of stuff set up already. So I just have to make it all work. Oh, it's just a stink bug. Okay, we're good. It's all good. We're definitely gonna find bugs. So, yeah. Just a stink bug. Let's see, I'll give you a different angle so it's not so boring. Up there. Basically, I'm gonna take all the dirt out of these and put it all back together because I gotta get the old growth out of it so that we can prep all this stuff for new. I'm getting a sifter like set up together for that. So today is cleaning day. I feel like once we get all the stuff out of here, I mean, it's soil, like we'll reconstitute it all with like fresh stuff, but you know, I'm gonna just dump all this stuff, never to be used again. So we got a few of these to get through, but lots of reusable things. So some of it I toss into a big thing outside, which it'll just go back into the ground, so it's not going to hurt anything. Because once we add all the new stuff, then we'll just have too much. But most of these little small ones, reuse as much as we can out of this stuff. Oh, that's good. That was a good one. These little dirt nuggets. This will be good setup for when we start getting things ready again too. Oops, stepped on the branch. I'm gonna clean up all the shelves first, and then we'll get everything sweeped out of here and cleaned up and ready to go. Oh crap. We got one more of these. Oh no, I got 3 more of these that still have stuff in there, so. I want to redo the chicken coop run and everything this year too. I need a better winter watering setup. I built the chicken coop, and I think if I were to do it again, which I might, because it's great if you're younger and more like agile to jump up in it to clean it out, and I'll do a video about that, but I should have really done more of a walk-in coop system. But we'll see. This year my focus is the garden. The garden of my dreams. My secret garden, my, place, especially in the spring and summer, where I can retreat to and relax and just chill out by myself or with my friends. And my kids, if they want to hang out with me that day. Another full one of those. All right, very good.